Hi, my grade 11 students. Today, we can practice more questions to cover profit and loss statement and statement of financial position. I think you remember all what we have taught until this part. We have discussed about profit and loss statement and statement of financial position. Every business should prepare profit and loss statement to calculate net profit or net loss of a business for a specific time period. Generally, we consider 1 year time period, right? After that, the same business should prepare statement of financial position. Why? To understand about financial position of the business. What do you mean by financial position? Financial position means available assets, capital and liabilities of the business. To calculate net profit, generally we consider income and expense for the year. Income and expenses for the year. To draw statement of financial position, we consider available assets, capital and liabilities of the business. Liability we classify into two categories. What are they? One is current liability, the other one is non-current liability. Assets also same. Current assets and non-current assets, right? Current assets means short-term assets, non-current assets means long-term assets. Current liability means short-term liabilities, non-current liability means long-term liabilities. Now we got to the slide and we classify first given details into which category: income, expense, assets, liability, and those categories, right? Everyone look at here. This is the question, right? You can see this is a trial balance. This trial balance, they have given some details in the business. Capital. Remember, capital where we put? To the profit and loss statement or statement of financial position. Statement of financial position. So in front of the capital you can put SOFP, statement of financial position. Trade debtors where we put? Debtors, current assets, current asset. Then trade creditors, current liabilities. Stock, 1st of January, it is opening stock. For what we take? To calculate cost of sales. This is O, right? Not 6. Cost of sales. Purchase also we take to prepare to calculate cost of sales. Then carriage inwards, it is the transport cost paid by the business to bring stocks to your business premises. You have to add this 15,000 to the cost of sales. Okay. Then sales commission in the debit side, so expense, distributing expense, DIS. Then sales commission, distributing expense. Insurance expense, where administration. Okay. Then rent income, other income, it comes under the gross profit. Discount received also same, other income, right? And sales, we write on the top of the profit and loss statement, you mention as top. When I write top, then you remember it goes to the profit and loss statement on the top. Discount given, we give the discount. Distributing expense, distributing expense. Machinery and equipment, these are the assets, so it goes to the non-current assets, non-current assets. Okay. Then building also non-current assets, building non-current assets. Bank loan to be settled after 4 years. A bank loan is a liability, you have to settle within 4 years. 4 years means more than 1 year, then it goes to the non-current liability category. Okay, non-current liability category. Interest expense, financial expense, financial expense. Bank overdraft, short-term liability, current liability. Cash in hand, current assets. Bad debts distributing expense. Salaries administration. They clearly given here. Salaries where? Administration. Then bank charges financial expense. Financial expense. These are the details provided in this question. Now you can refer the details and we can prepare what? Profit and loss statement and statement of financial position. Okay, now let's draw. Everyone take your CR book or any papers to do question with me. You know, first we have to draw what? First we have to draw profit and loss statement. Okay. You know, we have to draw 3 columns. I think it's better to expand. Yeah. Then, okay. Now, we can draw the statement of financial position, not down. It's very easy if you can draw right side of the profit and loss statement. Yeah. Then here we have to draw statement of financial position. Here also you can draw 3 columns, but you know, last 2 columns we expand to down, but first column we stop in this place. Why? Here we record only non-current assets. Finally we can get the total of the non-current assets, so we need only this column to only this area, right? Now we can expand to down. Okay, now we can classify on the top. We write name of the business and time period and the name of the account, right? Okay, then the business name is not given, so business you give the space. Why? The name of the business not given, no? So business what? Profit and loss statement for the year ended as at 31st December. You put they don't give clearly year 2020 or 2019. You can consider any year, right? Now here also in front of the profit and loss statement, you can see statement of financial position. You can compare how we write the names and names of the account on the top of the relevant statement. Here also you put business. Business, if they have given the name of the business, you can put Kamal's business, Amal's business, like here not given the name, so business. Statement of financial position, statement of financial position, remember not the year ended, asset, here asset, 31st December, any year you can put, right? Any year means the, according to the question, they don't clearly give us what is the year, right? Okay, now we can classify details. On the top, what we write in the profit and loss statement, I think you remember. We have practiced more questions now. Then on the top we write sales. After that, cost of sales. Here underline, you underline. And opening stock. After that, purchase. Then carriage inwards, I use short word CI, carriage inwards, right? Only one expense we have to write under the purchase according to the given details, right? After that, after adding this everything, we minus what? Closing stock. Then you can see the cost of sales. Above you can see the sales, the difference, gross profit. Under the gross profit, you remember there were two income. What is that? One is discount received. There's another one. Actually, I forget it, right? So when we do the question, we can consider, but I remember there was one other income, right? We keep a one line to that, right? Then expenses, right? First we write distributing expense, right? Expense. Then you give space. Then administration. Also what? Expense. Okay. Then you give enough space to write administration expense. Finally we write what? Financial expense. Finally financial, right? Easy to remember. Finally what? Financial. Okay. Then you can keep this format. Then we can classify other details in the statement of financial position. In the statement of financial position, we write on the top non-current assets, Here cost, accumulated depreciation, net book value, NBV, net book value, right? After that, current assets. Underline and you keep the space to write the current assets, right? Then assets area finish. Then we write what? Capital. After that, we put net profit. You remember here, if they have given drawings, we write under the net profit, after adding net profit to the capital, from that answer we subtract drawings. Then what? Non-current liabilities. Non-current liabilities. Only one non-current liabilities. There was only bank loan. After that, current liabilities. Liabilities. Okay. Now we can go to the question. We take the details from the top to bottom one by one, right? One by one, right? Now we go to the top of the question. We'll see what is that. Right, okay. Capital 600,000. Capital 600,000. Capital 600,000. Do you remember the next one? It was trade debtors. The value is 34,000. Where we put? Under the current assets, right? Under the current assets. Debtors 34,000. Then next, trade creditors 80,000. Opening stock 16,000. Trade creditors 80,000. Trade creditors 80,000. Trade creditors 80,000. Creditors 80,000. Opening stock 16,000. It goes under the cost of sales. Opening stock 16,000. Opening stock 16,000. Now next, purchase for 95, carriage inwards 15,000. Purchase for 95. Purchase for 95. Purchase for 95. Carriage inwards, do you remember? It is 15,000. Then next, sales commission 9,000, insurance expense 12,000. Sales commission 9,000. Sales commission 9,000, insurance 15,000. Insurance 15,000. Check it again. Insurance 15,000. No, not. No. Insurance how much? 12,000. No. Insurance 12,000, right? Insurance 12,000. Insurance 12,000. 12,000. Okay. Now, rent income 95,000, discount received 6,000. Both come under the gross profit. Rent income 95,000. Rent income 95,000. Rent income 95,000. Rent income 95,000. Do you remember? I forget it before, no? What is the type of the income? Discount received is given, no? Is it 6,000 or 9,000? Check it again. Is it 6,000 or 9,000? Discount received 6,000. It is 6,000. Discount received 6,000. Okay, now we have done up to this place, right? Sales 700,000. Sales 700,000, but discount given 3,000. Sales 700,000. Sales 700,000. Sales 700,000. Discount how much? Discount given, right? It is distributing expense. Discount it should be 3,000. Yeah, correct. 3,000. Machinery and equipment 170,000. Build-in 700,000. Build-in should come first. Build-in 700,000. Build-in 700,000. Build-in 700,000. Build-in 700,000. Build-in 700,000. Then machinery how much? Machinery 170,000. Okay, no accumulated depreciation given, so the same value we write here. Machinery 170,000. If you want, you can get the total at once. 870,000. Here 0. Here 870,000. Okay, now machinery and buildings finish, right? Bank loan 160,000. Interest expense 16,000. Bank loan 160,000. 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 Only one item, no? So it goes to the corner, right? Corner column, right? 160,000. If you want, you can put the same value here, but after that you draw a line under that, then you can bring to the same value to the second column. This is very easy, only because only one item we can put directly to the corner column, right? Do you remember the interest expense? Remember? 16,000 financial expense. Financial expense. Interest expense. Expense 16,000. Now bank overdraft 20,000, cash in hand 155,000. Bank overdraft 20,000. Bank overdraft how much the bank overdraft? 20,000. Bank overdraft 20,000. Bank overdraft 20,000. OD overdraft 20,000. Do you remember the cash in hand? It comes under the current assets. Cash in hand, you put under this like corner, last cash in hand, how much? 155,000. Right? 155,000. Now, next. There are more three. One is bad debt 7,000. Salary is 25,000. Bad debt 7,000. Bad debt 7,000. Bad debt 7,000. Bad debt 7,000. Do you remember the salary? It is 25,000. This is bad debts. Salary 25,000 administration. Only one more we have. We'll check what is that. It is bank charges 4,000. Bank charges 4,000. Bank charges 4,000. Okay. We enter the details to the profit and loss statement and statement of financial position. Do you remember what we should finish first? Which one should be finished? First we have to finish. First we have to complete profit and loss statement. Why? We have to take the net profit to the statement of financial position. To find the net profit, we have to solve, we have to get the total of the profit and loss statement first, right? Now, we do it now. Now everyone consider, only pay your attention here only regarding the profit and loss statement, right? Opening stock 16,000, purchase, you add these two, then you can bring it here for 95,000. Then how much? 510,000. 510,000. Check is it correct or wrong, right? Then you add these two. Add these two. Then how? 0, 0 and 0, right? Then 6. 510, no? Then 526, 526,000. 526,000. Here I have written closing stock. Actually, have they given us closing stock? No, not given. Then you neglect it. No closing stock, right? No closing stock. Then you can bring the same value to the next column. No closing stock. So cost of sales also how much? 526,000. This is the cost of sales. Above you can see sales income. The difference is gross profit. Okay. 0, 0 and 0. Then 4. 174,000 is the gross profit. Then there are more to other income. Then 95,000 plus 6,000. Then how much? 100 and 1000. Other income, right? Other income and gross profit you have to add. Then how much? 0, 0 and 0. 4 plus 1, 5. Then 7. Then 2, 270. 5000 is your total income. Total income, right? Now, we can get the total of this and this and this, right? Then how much here? 19,000. Here 37,000. Here 20,000. 20,000. Right? 20,000. Then it's better if you can expand these columns, right? A little bit. Why? Because we have to calculate the net profit, no? Right, okay. Now, you can see there are main 3 expenses. You have to add them. Then how? 0, 0 and 0. Then 6. 76,000. This is 7, nah? This is 7. This is 76,000. 76,000, right? These are the total expense, right? You see on the top how much the $275, right? Down you can see 76,000. 76,000. Then find the difference. 275, 76,000 difference. Try to find. You can do the calculation separate place. 275,000. 76,000. These are the expenses. You can do the calculation separate place, right? 0, 0, 0, 9. 199,000 is the net profit, right? You write this answer where? You write this answer here. 199,000. Okay. Then you close and you must remember, you write here net profit, what? Carried to capital account. CCA, carried to capital account. Where you can see the capital? In the statement of financial position. Then you move to the statement of financial position with net profit of 199,000. Here you can write 199,000. Then you bring it here. 799,000. Okay. Then you go to the top of the statement of financial position and you can, now we have taken total of the non-current assets, right? Only there are 2 under the current assets. Then you can get the total 155 and 34,000, 189,000, 189,000. Okay. Above you can see 870, down you can see 189,000, the asset side finish. Then here 9,000. here 1,059,000. This is the total of the assets, right? You know, total assets should be equal to capital plus liabilities. Then we'll see now how much the total of the capital plus liability area. Yeah, 799,000, 160,000, right? Then you get the total of this. This is 100,000. Then you can get the total of this area also, 99,000. $799,000, 160,000, 100,000. Zero, 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 9. $1,059,000, right? Then here should be not the 99,000. This should be what? This should be 1,059,000, 1,059,000, 1,059,000. You can see the both of the assets total and capital plus liability total should be equal. In this question also equal. Now we finish this question. You can see the total assets of the business 1,059,000. Total liability side also 1,059,000. Let's go to the new question. Actually, this question is 2019 all-level paper question. If you have all-level paper 2019, you got to the question number 7 part 3. The same question I am going to do now, right? Now you can see the question. Trial balance of Sankar's retail business as at 31st December 2018 is as follows, right? You know the method now. I taught you know. What is the method? When you read the question, the same time you can classify each items where we put it goes to the statement of financial position or which category, current assets or non-current assets, non-current liabilities or current liabilities. If it is going to the profit and loss statement, in which expense category. If it's an income, you put other income, like, right? We classify now first. See, build-in where we put under the non-current assets. Provision for depreciation asset 1st of January 2018, 140,000. That one also we put under the non-current assets area. I'll teach you how to do this part, right? Then stock, opening stock, cost of sales. Then purchase, cost of sales. Sales on the top of the profit and loss statement. Then debtors were current assets. Creditors, current liability. Quickly you can classify now. Discount allowed, distributing expense, this. Discount received, other income, OI, other income. Electricity, administration, right? Bad debts, distributing, DIS, distributing. Bank loan, non-current liability. Then bank loan interest, financial expense. Cash balance, current assets. Telephone charges, administration expense. Capital SOFP, statement of financial position, right? Then you remember this, additional informations are provided. This is the first question we meet with additional information. You remember this. Additional information means adjustments. Additional information means adjustments. In your O-level paper, when they ask this question, they will give definitely additional information part. Actually, still you don't know how to draw profit and loss statement and statement of financial position, including additional information, including adjustments, right? Adjustment part is coming in the next chapter. We can discuss how to draw financial statements including additional information in the next chapter, right? So until we discuss additional information adjustment part, we can remove this part. So you ignore this additional information. Stock and building should be depreciated annually, and also accrued electricity charges, and this everything you neglect, right? We try to draw only what? How to prepare profit and loss statement and statement of financial position both. But you must remember, they have given us what? One detail, stock as at 31st December 2018, 22,000. We can consider only this one. We consider only this one. These other two details we don't consider. We can learn it in the next chapter. This is the financial statement lesson. First part. Second part is going to the next chapter, right? This is the final question. Now, so you don't consider this thing, then we can draw profit and loss statement and statement of financial position. There are 3 columns, right? You know, you remember in the previous time also we draw 3 columns. Right? Now in the statement of financial position also you can draw at the same time. Here also we draw 3 columns, but first column we stop here. Why? In this area we write non-current assets. Right, after that if you think this area is not enough, you can expand the columns, right? After that we can classify profit and loss statement and statement of financial position. Do you remember the name of the business? Try to remember. I think Sankar's business, no? Sankar's business, right? Then you write Sankar's business. Sankar's business. Sankar's business. What? Profit and loss statement. Profit and loss statement. For the year ended when? 31st December 2018. It is the time period rupees, right? Now here also you can write Sankar's business statement of financial position, statement of financial position when ended? No, as at 31st December 2018, right? In rupees you can write, in every question you put it, right? Then we can classify the details included in the profit and loss. First, on the top we write what? Sales. After that, cost of sales. You underline. Under this we write what? Opening stock. The same way, purchase. Have they given any additional information which comes under the extra expenses which comes under the purchase? You can give space. Closing stock. After that you can see the gross profit. Then I think you remember or not? I think you remember. Then you can classify expenses. What are the expenses? First one, distribute. Other income we have to put under this, other income. Right, other income. Then distributing expense. Right, you give space. Then administration. Then finally financial. Expense, right? Now we move to the profit statement of financial position. Here you draw a line to name the columns. Here non-current assets, then cost, accumulated depreciation, net book value. After that, current assets. Right, underline. After that, current assets finish, then what? Then you can write capital plus net profit. Okay. After that, non-current liabilities. Then current liabilities. Okay. Now we move to the question. We can pick the details and we put them to the relevant places, right? Okay. Do you remember the building? How much? 350,000. It comes under the non-current assets. Building 350,000. Did you see Provision for depreciation, which comes under the building. The question is given, right? When they give the provision for depreciation, you must remember, you write in the middle column under the non-current assets. Provision for depreciation, every time you must write in the accumulated depreciation column. You can learn further in the other chapter, right? Then what you do? 350,000 cost accumulated depreciation means the how much the value of the assets that we have used out of 350,000. So you subtract it, 350 minus 140. Then how much? 240 to 10,000, not 240. It should be 10,000, right? 10,000. 10,000. Okay. Now, stock, it is opening stock 30,000, purchase to 20,000. Opening stock 30,000. Opening stock 30,000. Opening stock 30,000. Purchase how much? To 20,000. If they have given purchase related expense, we can write under this. After that, total we can bring to the middle column, right? Now, next. Sales 300,000, debtors 40,000. Sales 300,000. Sales 300,000. Debtors 40,000, where we write it? Debtors we write under the current assets, no? How much? 40,000. Okay. Now, creditors 30,000, discount allowed 2,500. Creditors 30,000. Creditors 30,000. $30,000. Then what's the other one? Discount allowed. See, is this the discount allowed 2,500? Check it again. Yeah, discount allowed 2,500. Discount allowed 2,500. $2,500. Okay, now next. Discount received 2,000, electricity 5,000. Discount received 2,000, electricity 5,000. Discount received. Only one other income, so that's why we bring to the corner. Then electricity 5,000, it comes under the administration. $5,000. Then Bad debts 1005, bank loan 100,000. Bad debts 1005. Bad debts 1005. Bad debts 1005. Do you remember the bank loan? Bank loan 100,000. It comes under the non-current liabilities. $100,000. Remember, you can see 12% bank loan. Actually, here there's an adjustment, but here I don't teach you how to do this 12% that interest portion and those things, right? Why? In the next chapter, we can learn how to do the bank loan with interest, how to do the adjustment, and then everything, right? So here I just consider only how to enter the details to the profit and loss statement and statement of financial position. That's why we neglect this 12%, right? You must remember that. Bank loan interest 10,000. Bank loan interest 10,000, cash balance 35,000. Bank loan interest 10,000. Bank loan interest 10,000. Bank loan interest 10,000. Interest 10,000. Cash balance, remember, cash balance 35,000. Cash balance 35,000. Now next, telephone charges 2,000, capital 124,000. Telephone charges 2,000, right? Telephone charges 2,000, capital 124,000. This is 2,000. It is telephone charges. Charges, right? Do you remember the capital? It's 124,000, right? Remember, this is 2019 O-level paper question. 124,000. Okay, now we entered all the details, but you remember we have one more thing. What is that? It is closing stock. You can see under the additional information in the previous questions we didn't meet closing stock, but in this question you can see the closing stock. It goes two places. One place is to calculate cost of sales, the other place is to which comes under the current assets, right? It is 22,000. Don't forget to record it, right? Closing stock 22,000. Here also 22,000, right? Closing stock we put here within brackets. Okay, now we finish. We can get the total now, right? First we go to the profit and loss statement. First we have to solve the profit and loss statement, right? Okay, opening stock 30,000, purchase 220,000, no, only one, no purchase related expense, so we bring it to the this. Here 250,000. From 250 subtract 22,000. Then you can bring it to the next, right? Then 228,000. 228,000. this is the cost of sales, then you can see the gross profit. Right, then you find the answer 0, 0 and 0. 2, 72,000. 72,000 is the gross profit, right? Then discount received 2,000, then 74,000. Okay, now total income is 74,000. Then you can see the expenses. Here how much? 4,000. Here 7,000. Here 10,000. Then you get the total of the each expenses. Here 21,000. Above you can see 74,000, down total expense 21,000. Then you can see what? Net profit. You can see the net profit how much? 0, 0 and 0. 53,000. Then here you write what? I think you remember now. Net profit carried to capital account. Net profit carried to capital account. Remember, in the marking scheme, it allows 1 or half mark only for these words, right? So you must write that what? Net profit carried to capital account. It is 53,000. Now you move to this net profit. Where we write? Under the capital, you write 53,000. You add here, draw a line and you have to bring the total to the next one. Here, draw a line, you bring the total to the next one, right? Here 174,000. Right? Here I add only capital plus net profit, right? Then you go to the up. Here 350,000. Here 140,000. Here same 210,000. Okay. Now you get the only current assets total 97,000. 97,000 is the current assets. Non-current assets say how much? Non-current assets 210,000. See the total? 7,000. Okay. 307,000 is the total assets. Now we go to the next liability and capital area, right? Only one we have under the current liability is 30,000. Now see the total. See the total. How much? You can get the total of this side. How? Right? Here 124,000 and 53,000. It should be 174 or 177. It should be 177, right? It's a little mistake. So now I have to change it here. Not the 4,000. It should be what? It should be 177,000. The total 177, then 277, then how? 300 and 7,000. Now you can see here total assets of the business equal how much? 307,000, right? Total capital and liabilities equal to 307,000. This is the last question for this chapter. We discuss about financial statements in this lesson. Financial statements means, profit and loss statement and statement of financial position. This is the last question for this lesson. In the next lesson, we discuss about profit and loss statement and statement of financial position, both including adjustments. I'll revise the things what I have taught in this lesson. Remember, at the beginning, we calculate gross profit. Gross profit means the difference between sales income and cost of sales. After that, we practice some questions how to calculate gross profit. Then we added other income to the gross profit. Then we found total income. Finally, we expand the profit and loss statement, enter in expenses. What are the expenses? Distributing expense, administration expense, financial expense and other expenses. After that, we found net profit. Then we started how to draw statement of financial position. You remember, it is similar to the accounting equation. It is a formal presentation of the accounting equation. So we draw statement of financial position. There we classify all the assets into two categories, non-current assets and current assets. Liability, non-current liabilities and current liability. According to the basic of the accounting equation, your total assets of the business should be equal to the total liabilities. So we finish the statement of financial position also without additional information, without adjustments. This is the lesson we finish now. In the next lesson, we discuss about how to draw the financial statements including adjustments. We'll see in the next lesson. Okay.